You know, I don't think my iron chest has ever been this full. I really don't. Even when I had the old iron farm, I'm pretty sure, because that one was terrible. It produced like a stack of iron maybe in a day. Maybe? Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of Tritoncraft. My name is Nick, and I am so thrilled to have you here. Give me that trident. I need that guy. Welcome back to the main base, where I just brought back some of my spoils from my iron farm. I really love that thing. It is super productive. Been camping out a lot over there to get a lot of excess iron because, well, let's face it, you need a lot of iron for a lot of things, like hoppers. Like, we're gonna fill this chest up with hoppers because I constantly need hoppers for projects and then don't have any. Things like chains, we need lots and lots of iron to make lots and lots of chains. And then what I would also like to be able to do is get a lot more of these kind of raw iron blocks because we don't have any of these guys. And I would like to use like the ore blocks that I have to get more of the raw blocks to use these for decorative purposes. Oh no, throw the trident away. No, I don't even deserve it. Back away from it. Back away. But yeah, so like, you know, we don't even, it's a thing. We don't even, you know, have a lot of these different components. So I'm going to be basically farming a lot of that iron from the farm to build up components here. But of course, we're going to do that off camera. That would be boring even like as a stream. Like, that would just be excruciating. Today, at long last, we are going to build the boat that I have been promising to build for the last couple of episodes. There you go. There it is. Okay, so the boat we're going to build is going to be way bigger than this. It's going to be way bigger than this. I promise you, we're not going to just, you know, leave this thing like outside by the dock over there and, you know, try to pretend that that is like anything at all, ever. I'm not flying over there right now to put it in the water next to the dock. What are you talking about? I don't know what are you talking about? Okay, and now we're done. There's already boats over here. Didn't even realize that. But no, our boat basically is going to go Tritoncraft Farmers Market. Welcome to Eckhart Stables. Oh, I love this place so much. I really do. The boat is going to sit over here in the water over here. Although I'm kind of trying to think about it logically because I need it to make sense that how the boat can get in and out of here. Obviously, it can't go that way, and it can't go underneath this bridge. So what it would have to do is dock on this side of the island here, and then go around and go out this way into where there's an open channel, of course, over where the tunnel is. I think that makes sense, right? Right? Now I gotta look. Like, it's important for me in Minecraft, the game where physics doesn't apply unless you're sand or gravel, that, you know, the ship can get out of here. So like, it can come around here and I'm gonna go all the way over here and get out of here. What type of boat are we gonna build? That, I guess, is like the biggest question that I really have, because I really don't know what type of boat to build. I'm not good at building boats. I think I tried to build one way back when I had this game for the Xbox 360, like ages and ages ago. I don't remember how well it turned out, but it probably turned out about as well as everything else I built back in those days, which is to say not good pretty much at all. But before we go break ground on our boat, there's something that I have to take care of. Master Skywalker, there's too many. What are we going to do? Wow. Don't look. Oh God, the chaos. Yeah, so it's time to say goodbye to our librarians, to our ow. Okay. Nick, you messed this up. How did you mess this up this badly? Yeah, the problem with these guys is just like because they're pre-parity, like they just don't give you anything. Like, you just don't get like anything from them when you trade with them. So yeah, you know, this room a long time ago, if you're not a fan of the series, at least historically, if you haven't gone back and watched all the old stuff in this, and I mean old, because I gave like a world tour on this at some point. Someday in the future, I'll do it again because I still have like the old world save file too, and I'll go back through it and everything. But this used to be my kelp smelter. This used to be the water stream that came in. I kept this here because I was like, I want to remember it. But yeah, this used to be the water stream that brought the kelp into the kelp smelterator. And this is the actual room where the kelp smelter used to be. Of course, now we've got the big giant turtle thing outside where we've got an even bigger kelp smelter than we had before. So that one's kind of really redundant. We don't need it anymore. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Well, it once again has been a long time since I have actually recorded a clip of this. Welcome back, everybody. And in the background behind me, you can see a boat. There is a Minecraft boat, but you might be asking yourself, Nick, what's the deal with these really, really amazing shades? Well, I'll tell you. They're a lie. They're a lie. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm hideous. I can't put by the button. So apparently at some point, Mojang, I think it was when they added all the other, because they added like a whole bunch of different skins in 1.19. Oh my God, I got to put them back on. Hang on. Oh God, that's much better. So they decided when they added all the other skins that they added to the game, in 1.19 or 1.20, I think they're coming in, whatever, that they were going to remove my eyes from the character creator thingy, because I created this character skin in the Bedrock skin creator thingy, and like no other eyes in the thing look good with my face. And I don't feel like redesigning my face right now. So for now, we're just stuck with the super shiny glasses that are the liar's glasses, I like to call them, you know, because they're a lie. They're just a lie. But here we are on top of a Minecraft boat. Now, this is amazing that this generated intact, completely full and intact, up above the ground over here. So we can actually get like a really, really good look at what a Minecraft boat is going to look like. And I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I don't really care to try to do something that's not a Minecraft boat. I'm perfectly fine with just building this. Okay, but I don't want it to be exactly like this. Okay, it can't be exactly like this. We got to give our own spin on it. We got to kind of mold it maybe a little bit, maybe change it up a little bit, add a few different other design elements and stuff like that to tweak it, and we're going to make it much bigger. It's not going to be this small. This is kind of a little bit too small for me. I want to really fill up that dock space over there and really have like a decent sized boat. But design wise, I really like this boat, and I figured I'm going to kind of look up different designs and stuff like that. Anyway, why not just stick with what's already in the game kind of as a base template and everything. And I've just got to kind of try to figure out exactly how I want to mold this and make it into something else. But yeah, I love that this generated like legitimately fully intact. And this is like not very far from where all my main base stuff is. It's only like 1,000 blocks away. So let's fly back over there, and I'm going to show you what we've been working on. This is the wrong way. Oh, I don't have eyes. What do you want from me? I can't even see. Behold the beginnings of our very own Minecraft boat. Now, there was supposed to be a time lapse of this in here where I was going to show you guys the build process for building this thing up layer by layer, because I like doing time lapses every once in a while. But unfortunately, the video file got corrupted, so there is no video file. But yes, this is the beginning of our boat, and you can see it is much bigger than the Minecraft boat that we went with, that we saw just over that way. It's literally like less than 1,000 blocks that way. And, you know, it's tall, it's taller, it's wider. Like, I decided to kind of continue follow the same design motif, but to make it a little bit wider as well. And of course it is also longer, and we've got our below the water portion down here. I stuck with the same palette that other boat uses. We've got spruce wood and we've got dark oak wood, but we are going to pepper in some other different design elements and things like that as we go. But I definitely have changed up like just a little bit, like looking at it, like I'm kind of reshaping it like little tiny bits, like by little tiny bits. Like as I go, I'm like, this doesn't look right, or this can kind of looks like it needs to look more curvaceous or whatever the case may be. I'm not 100% sure. This annoys me. I can't get this to go away. And I don't know why. It's just really driving me nuts. It's something about waterlogging those stair blocks that's just making it not look right. You can see there's a whole bunch at the back of the boat that look the same way. The back of the boat is where I'm struggling the most right now, because we've still got to build up the back of this and get the back of it taller. And I think that the back of it's not quite flat enough, if that makes sense. Like, it's too stair-y. I don't know. It's too stair-y, I think, for what I wanted it to look like initially. It is a little bit close to the shore back here. Like, it's literally like catty corner with that block right there. I don't care. Kind of. I could always trim the shore back on this a little bit if I really, really felt like it, but I don't really probably feel like it. It'll probably stay like that forever. And somewhere here on the dock, what we're going to have is we're going to have like a little plank that's obviously going to go boom, boom over in here into this cargo area, which of course is just this big empty husk. I'm not going to follow whatever Minecraft's design was at all for the interior of the boat. Like, I'm just going to kind of use it to get the basic design of the outer shell. The inside, we're going to kind of make our own. We're going to kind of design it however we want to, and we're going to fill it full of cargo and all sorts of different fun things that's going to look really, really neat. But yeah, I'm trying to kind of figure out the rest of the back of the boat here, because I got to build this up a little bit higher, and we're going to build, like, you know, where the steering wheel goes and all that kind of stuff back up here on the back part of the ship. But I like this so far. But it'll probably get tweaked like ever so slightly as we go and as we look at it some more. I'll probably end up tweaking it just a little bit more here and there to kind of, you know, I don't know, make it look a little bit better, because it can always look a little bit better, right? But I think overall, like, I mean, it definitely looks like a boat, which is the one thing I was like, last time I built a boat, like, it didn't even look like a boat, I don't think. And I was like, I really need this to look like a boat. And I think that really does look like a boat. I also, like, kind of had to maybe sort of choose where I felt it would go below the waterline. And I think I did okay. I think I did okay. I don't think it looks too terrible in terms of where the waterline and stuff is either. But if I can get the time-lapse camera working, you'll see stage 2 of the building of the rest of the exterior structure of this boat. If not, we'll be back in just a hot second. So I don't know. I guess if Editor Nick pumped in some music here for this part of the video, then yeah, let's go. From high above the cactus farm here, we can see, just in the distance, coming out of the fog almost, what appears to be a fully completed boat. It's not 100% done yet, but it will be, but not in this video, because, well, so a little behind the scenes magic here. The first part of this video was recorded so long ago, I still had eyes. Still salty about the fact that I don't have eyes. It was recorded in 14th of December. So this video has been so long gestating and everything like that. And I feel like I've finally gotten the boat to a level of completion where I'm just finalizing a few small details, but it is 99.9% done. So welcome back, everybody. And I don't even want to wait. I don't want to give you guys like any kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to make you guys wait. So let's just go ahead and just start floating in the direction here, and we can see our completed, for the most part, ship. And we'll zip through there, land up over here on top of our custom tree that we built over here. Whoop! There she is. Isn't she a thing of beauty? Now, of course, we did talk in the last clip there about chucking in some of those dark oak logs to break up the texturing on it. I love that. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. We also went with, and you can't even see them, they're not rendering there, but they're rendering right there. We went with some mangrove trapdoors just because I wanted something that was going to pop just a little bit. I didn't want to go with muted trapdoors, and I didn't want to go with glass because I felt like that would look better because, look, they're round. They look like portholes, you know, so I thought that would look really, really good. We also slapped some glow lichen all over the ship. We need to add some to the center mast there, apparently, because I think I had to rebuild that thing. And we added a basically a rope that kind of goes up from the front of the ship all the way up, connecting to each one of the masts, and then back down here, attaching into the back there as well. There's so many different things to show you with this ship. Like, I really just got to get right down here and start showing it off to you because I am in love with this thing. Now, the sails, you're going to see at the very end of the video, so stick around after the video is done. I'm going to stick in a time lapse that's like a minute long of me attempting to build various versions of sails, none of which I was happy with. I really, really hated every single version of the sails that I built. I looked up tons of different versions of sails online. I just couldn't come up with a version that I really liked. But then I'm also just like, but the ship's in the harbor, like it's docked. Like, why would it have its sails deployed anyway? It wouldn't. So I feel like it's better to have them rolled up, and that makes for a little bit easier of a build anyway, to be 100% honest. Makes it a lot easier for me to kind of try to deal with. You can see here, we talked about this before, where the front of the ship here, I extended it out so it is popping out longer in front and isn't going up quite as high. I really, really do like that. This rope, it's kind of a double rope. It kind of comes up in two different places, up over the top of the masts and everything like that here. You can see we do have a little crow's nest up there in the top. We can climb right up here through a ladder, pop this trap door at the top up here, open, and bam, we are up here in our crow's nest, and we can take a look around. Down there at the farmer's market, we're too far away for the villagers over there to render in. The farmers are out. What's up, guys? Throwing their carrots everywhere all over the ground. And we come down over here over the back of the ship. Now, I got to put like a steering wheel up over here. And we'll probably have like a little bit of extra storage stuff, like barrels and different stuff like that up on the deck of the ship somewhere. I just didn't get a chance to do that yet, unfortunately. We talked about putting maybe the little landing thingy in here that the Minecraft version of the ship has on it. Oh, I forgot that I get stuck in here now if I try to do this. But yeah, I did put the little landing in there, but then I decided the stairs should be continuous going all the way up. We'll probably just stick some decorative stuff, maybe some more storage stuff in here on this little landing as well. We got mangrove logs kind of acting as the anchor to these ropes here. And then we've got some iron bars presenting a little contrast. I love the way this staircase just kind of splits open. That really is a great shot right there. I really, really love that. Wish we had a little bit more color in there maybe. Maybe we get some of that glow lichen in there. But we move in here into this little corridor here. We can see we've got some decorations in here. We've got a couple of armor stands. We've got some anvils and things like that. We've got a couple of paintings clacking in there. And then, bam, we're going to go into the bridge of the ship here where we've got a whole bunch of different armor stands. And we can just go ahead and pop ourselves right in the captain's chair. Hello there. Welcome to the ship. How are you today? Are you ready for shipping things? I hope so. Because, yeah, I really, really love it. Same chair design that I used down in the library, down in the main base. Decided if it's not broke, why fix it? I think it looks really, really good. Probably put a couple tiny more details in here. I'd love to get some more mob heads. That would be really nice. I stuck a wither skelly skull in here, but I'd love a couple more skeleton skulls. But that means either A, we got to play around with charged creepers, or B, we got to go to the deep dark and play with the warden, neither of which I'm excited about. Got maps of the old farmers, or the new farmers market, and then the old island as it existed, before I ever built any of this farmers market stuff, when the old mob farm was still here. Decided to stick these little map tables in here. Thought that would look pretty cool. Before we go down into the belly of the ship, of course, we've got these little grates over the top here. We've just got some lumber being transported. Here on the back half of the ship. I talked before about how the deck was going to be half slabbed, but I like this kind of 2-level deck. It comes back up here, number one, because the wood was going to be floating in the air, so we kind of had to put something underneath it, but I think it looks much, much better when it's elevated up just a little bit, like half of the deck is lower, half of the deck is slightly higher. I got to figure out if there's anything I'm going to stick back here as well. I don't know if there is or not. Well, back here we have the captain's bedroom. We've got a little bit of storage in here. We've got an ender chest. We've got an ocean explorer map. I just happened to randomly have one of these in my map chest in my storage room. Look at that old island right there. Look at that old thing. Super old island. Oh wait, this is the farmer's market. I thought that was the farmer's market. I'm like, look at that farmer's market. It's right there, Nick. But yeah, so just a little Ocean Explorer map that I happen to randomly have. And this, spoilers for something in the future. You'll see what this is sometime later on in the future. So let's head down into the belly of the ship here. Oh, by the way, I decided how we should get on and off the ship is just this kind of little ramp thingy that's maybe extended to it from the dock once it docks into the thing here. So we've got another one here just kind of hanging off the side of the dock. You also may notice if we fly away and we come back, the dock is higher. I had to raise this by 2 blocks to get it to meet up with the top level of the ship where I wanted this bridge to come across because it was too low where it was sitting before. So I just moved it up. And we've changed our light post design as well. Basically, because I have an iron farm now, I can waste anvils like everybody else in Minecraft does when they have iron farms. So, of course, we've got anvils as the basis for our lamp posts. These will be replacing all of the lamps, probably. There's some on the walls that won't be replaced, but there's some of these different things all over the farmer's market we're going to replace with this style light here, and this is polished deep slate in there. Really love this, and I kind of like the elevated dock. I think it looks a lot nicer here, that we're not just like looking right down and it's right at the very edge of the island. Really love that. So now let's head down into the belly of the ship here. You got to go, to get to the belly of the ship, you got to come down through here, back through this door here, and then you can either hook a right or a left and come right down, boom, into one of our cargo hold areas here. There's just a whole bunch of riches. We've just got a whole ton of riches that we're transporting, a ton of gold, a ton of diamond, and things like that. And we've got storage. We've got storage. We've got storage. This is kind of the main storage room on the ship. Basically what this is going to be, and one thing I've got to do is I've got a ton of shulker boxes full of all the stuff that we have used to build this ship. It's all going in here. Basically, just to fill this out and just to make it look like it's just all the goods, like a bunch of goods that they had in here whenever they wanted to transport. I shoved some rockets in here. There's some iron in here. You know, there's a bunch of different stuff in here. It's all good. It's all good stuff. We got to get some stuff. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some armor and like swords, like basically as if like we got the crew, like they've got all their gear and stuff. We're going to use these barrels, this set of barrels here. I may put more barrels because there's no barrels here. I may put more barrels in those spaces as well and just stick a whole ton of gear in there. We continue through here into our kitchen. Our kitchen here, so we got some smokers, we got some furnaces. I gotta get some fuel in these. Of course, we're gonna put some fuel in there. Would love to do that. We got some barrels for kitchen storage. We're gonna bring some food. We're gonna slap a whole bunch of food in here. We've got our little, basin right here where we can wash things, and we got access, boom, to storage barrels, more right there. And then we can go up this ladder here. Bam! We've got this little kind of pantry thing up here where we're just going to have a whole bunch more kitchen storage. And I like this. We've got another one of these here. So we can have more water up here. And I kind of feel like this is how they empty it into the ship, is like maybe there's a thing up top that we can attach and pours in here. Something like that. I don't know. But I think this looks really, really cool. Just a nice little kitchen. Boop, pop this open and we are into our bunk room. Now, I tried to add more beds in here because this is only going to have like 8 beds, and then the one for the captain is 9. I feel like this ship is a little bit bigger. It needs a bigger crew than 9, maybe. I don't know. But every way I tried to design this room, it looked, it's a ship, so it should be cramped, but it looked too cramped. I tried to put like rafters going over the top here with more beds and stuff. Just didn't look right. But we got some beds up here. We've got some beds down here. It is nighttime. We can actually go to bed. Oh. So yeah, we've got some nice beds in here. We're going to have more equipment and stuff like that here. And I kind of liked this, that we have little crafting tables parked in here on the inside of this here. And then in here in the back of the ship is our iron storage. So they were definitely hauling a lot of iron from somewhere because we're full of the stuff. Look at all this. Bam, 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 bam. Remember at the very beginning of the video how I talked about how iron rich I was? That was in December. It is the middle of March as I record the end of this video. This isn't even like, this is nothing to me now. Like, iron is nothing to me now because I spent so much time AFK. Because here's the thing. Bedrock Edition is very famous for breaking our iron farms. So I very purposely AFK at the iron farm, like, all the time. Just, like, if I'm just doing stuff in the game and I just need to step away for a while, go to the iron farm, hang out there for a couple hours. Whatever. Because they always break our iron farms. And I'm like, if they break this iron farm, I am not building another one. I want so much iron, I never have to worry about iron again. That's kind of my line of thinking there. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, like, there's not really a whole lot else to show you with the ship. Now, some things I thought about adding, because I was doing a lot of different looking at a lot of different types of Minecraft ships and stuff like that, where you have, like, sometimes you have, like, that cargo netting or that netting that, like, connects the sails to the sides of the ship. I think this ship's deck is too small for those. I don't really think that would look good. I do really like this rope system, and believe me, this took me ages, freaking ages to get right with this thing here. What in the world? There we go. It took me ages to get this rope so it's straight all the way down across. I had to raise the middle mast up even higher and keep moving the front and the back of this to get it to anchor to a point where I felt like it looked good on the ship, and like it didn't look like it wasn't, like it didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want it to look like it didn't make sense. And now I really think, especially with that rope there, God, I think it looks good. I think it looks so good. I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this. I put this off forever. Now, it's not that I haven't been playing Minecraft in the past 4 months since I started recording this video, but I just keep kind of like, I don't have a lot of time to like really sink my teeth into a huge heavy project or anything like that here. So I've been just grinding away little bit by little bit by little bit of other bits and pieces of projects and other bits and pieces of different things that I've been intending to do for a long time. The next couple of videos are really honestly just going to be me showing you all the stuff that has changed in the past 4 months. It's a lot, guys. I have changed a lot of stuff. I wish there was somewhere up here where I could hang my little spyglass, so that way I could just stick it up here and then I could just have it to kind of look at. Oh, you guys have to let me know what you think of the ship. I'm in love with it. It is everything. Like, I wanted it to look good. Like, I was really worried. I have bad memories. This was back in like the Xbox 360 days of building a really terrible, crappy boat that I just hated. It didn't look good, and I really wanted something that was going to look a lot better. And I mean, I love it. I think it just looks really great. I really do. Now you can see those trapdoors populating in there, and they're right at the water line. This is annoying. Like, this, I can't get this to go away. And every time I log in and out, it's like a different amount of them are waterlogged and aren't. I think this honestly has to do with blocks being on top, like inside of the ship. Like, if I take this out of here, what's in here? Yeah, see how this is just like right inside of the ship? I think if I put a block on the other side of this, inside of the ship, like, you wouldn't see that. And I think maybe that's why some of this went away, because I filled some of that in to make the rooms look the way that they look now. And I think that looks a lot better, but, you know, there's only so much I really want to do because I don't want to completely cram too much in here. Now, I decided this is going to be like a merchant ship or like whatever. It's not a pirate ship or anything like that, so it doesn't have cannons. It doesn't have weapons. I mean, it might have swords and stuff for like the crew, but, you know, it doesn't have like tons of weapons or any of that other different kind of stuff. It's just got all this different, you know, merchant stuff and lots of goods. Lots and lots of goods. That's kind of what I really wanted to impress here on the ship. But this one, ladies and gentlemen, we can very officially go take it off the wall down in our green room, and we can call this project completed. Like I said, I want to put maybe a steering wheel, a couple chests and barrels, like a couple clusters similar to this. We're just going to maybe do another, not on the deck. The deck is perfect just the way it is, honestly. But probably like in here on this landing, we'll probably shove a few, maybe over here, maybe over here. I don't know necessarily. But yeah, let's say goodbye to our boat project and let's head back over down to our storage room, and we are going to put this away once and for all, and we're going to draw our next project that we are going to be starting. It'll be a couple videos from now. Like I said, I'm not even going to bother starting another big project because I've got so much to show you guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much has changed and how much I've done, how much I've acquired, like in terms of like materials I've acquired. Like I have done so much. It's kind of silly. I'm so thrilled to be done with that boat though. Like I'm really, and please let me know what you think. Like head down to the comments. Let me know what you think of the boat. Let me know if you think there's any other things that I should really have as part of the boat, because I just feel like there's more stuff that I maybe should have as part of the boat. But I don't feel like I'm good at interiors in Minecraft. I feel like I can build better. Like I've grown a lot as a builder, but as an interior decorator, as building stuff and putting detail on the interior projects, I don't feel like I'm nearly as good at that stuff. And I really think I did a good job on the boat, or at least I've done a reasonably good job, I think. So if you agree, or if you think maybe there's a little bit of other stuff I could probably do, let me know, and I'd be happy to make some extra additions and things like that. So we're going to go over here. And we're going to go pop, and we are going to go pow. Farmer's Market boat is officially done. And I did go through the picker here, and I took out some of the projects that I had done but hadn't marked off the thing, like relocating the zombies and rebuilding the iron farm. I had never taken those out of the shuffler when I did them. So I did. Now they're over here on the completed projects wall as well. And now we've got another thing gone over here. And here's the same island that we saw in the captain's quarters on the ship. This is a big project that I've just been slowly acquiring resources for and doing various different amounts of work for. But until we pull it from the dispenser, you're not going to know anything more about what is going on with that. So this is it. I don't even need that spyglass. I've got my own. That was rather unceremonious. I wasn't expecting it to be. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. But okay, well, let's hit the drum roll and let's jump in the inventory and see what we got. Ooh, baby. The kelp farm structure. So this is the turtle. This is the turtle that is sitting on top of the kelp farms that I built way back when this world first started. And it's gone through a few different changes, and it's kind of good that that's going to be our next project, because I've actually changed a few things out there, just kind of in my tinkering and stuff like that. Let's pop. I've changed a few things out there with that, and I'm really excited to kind of finish it. And I've gone on a huge material acquisition hunt for that. So I'm really glad that we pulled that. So, okay, kelp farm structure. I'm kind of excited about that one. Kind of excited about that one. But that is going to do it for another episode here of Tritoncraft, ladies and gentlemen. And I just wanted to full. Pretty sure I've got another full one or two somewhere else. And I think, oh yeah, I remember opening the hopper box. And I watched through the video as I was editing today and saw like a half a stack of hoppers in there. Chains. Like all these different things that require metal. Pistons. Bam. I've been not only acquiring all the iron, but then I've been using it to build tons of iron related products as well. So I'm very iron rich now, and I love it. Building tons of anvils that I can just waste on decorations now, which I just love and find absolutely glorious. But let's just watch this come into view. Oh, man. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Well, that is going to do it, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode. Finally, here on Tritoncraft, the next couple of episodes will probably come out within, a couple weeks of this one, because they're really just going to be touring. I'm just going to be walking around, going around, and showing you all the different things that we have done in this world. The farmers are going to bed. I can see them in the background there. Fun fact, I wanted to put the captain's bed in the captain's quarters here, but I figured it would be too close to the village over here. I figured these villagers over here would recognize it and kind of try to start, procreating and creating a whole bunch of baby villagers that could never get over here to the beds. That's why the beds are more forward on the ship. So, fun fact. Anyway, yes, rambling on too long, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here in Tritoncraft. Be good to yourselves. Be good to other people. do your best to make your life absolutely everything that you want it to be. I really, really hope that you're, wow. Liar's glasses. But yeah, I really do hope that your life is amazing, and I really, really appreciate your support. Help me grow. Leave comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It all helps me so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Tritoncraft. Good night. That is terrifying.